luminescence. What we are learning recently is that, though, that from the top of the ocean surface up to 4,000 meters of depth in ocean, in average, 75 to 80% of all organisms are capable of bioluminescence.
What was that percentage again? That's like one of those mind-boggling ones.
Yeah, 75 to 80%.
Wow.
This was based on a multi-decade study by Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, that they had vertical transects on the water column, and they essentially went back to all this video library and saw all the organisms and went to the literature. Of course, they didn't see all this, the fauna bioluminescent, but they...
Because you need a special camera to actually witness the bioluminescence, which that special camera we do not have on Argus or Hercules.
Yeah. But from what we know from the literature, from all those species that they surveyed for all this decades, a couple of decades at least, they know that they are all capable of. So we witnessed some, but we know for sure that they are able to bioluminesce. So in the water column, 75 to 80% of all animals you're talking about here, zooplankton, jellyfish, fish, they are capable of bioluminescing. And now they're still figuring out the number of in the benthos, like in the seafloor, but it looks like it's a smaller percentage, but they're still pretty high. So invertebrates on the seafloor and fish, and they're still capable of bioluminescing.
So is that something that your scientific studies with the larval traps are trying to see? Is some of the benthic animals that bioluminesce?
Not exactly.
The facial expressions, love it.
At the Cascadia Basin site where we passed on earlier on this cruise, we have now some sensors that we are measuring. We have ultra low light cameras, and we have this photo multipliers that we are starting to understand a bit the pattern of the background bioluminescent. And that's something that we will continue to study with these low light cameras, and eventually with a full scale neutrino observatory. That's our goal.
Wow.
We'll have more camera devices that are capable of actually identifying the single species that are, so we'll know which the bioluminescent signal, and we will know exactly which organism is emitting that spectrum of light. That's one of the goals for the future.
Wow.
Yeah. Just stand by for a second, back row. Yeah, just to catch you up, we have the float on the surface. The ship is getting into position. Pilots, we have the heading is back into a safe configuration into the wind, and they're now going to be stepping the ship to 120. So we're still up in the water column. Ship drifted a bit south here, and they're stepping starboard to get closer to the float. And Nova, do you have it in view or no?
Yep, I have them in view on starboard cam.
Cool.
I am not broadcasting this camera.
Great, thanks.
Okay, I am gonna stay in front of Argus. Nothing in sonar.
Yeah, everything looks good. We're well above it.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're going.
Although, yeah, we got some of this stuff down here, but I think we'll be clear of it.
See how they do.
Yeah.
So the
what's that, Mike?
Thank you so much, Fabio.
Like that,
it's
the N on top of that.
We're at the front edge of science. Thank you.
Was for needle.
And to LZ, I will do my best to pass that along. I remember you sending that link out last night or 2 nights ago. All right. Thank you so much to all of our listeners out there. Y'all are sending in some really great, amazing advice, some great questions. Ooh, Lassen Volcano.
Hey, Nev.
Yes.
So the buoy is right off our port midships, about 100 meters.
Port?
Port midships?
Excuse me, starboard. Is that a direction that ultimately we're going to be wanting the ship to move in?
The ship is moving in that direction.
Okay, all right. Just remember last time.
But no, it's not ultimately.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I just was wondering if we were sitting here and then he was going to drag that buoy over here. It's going to be tough for him to do that.
Yeah, it's on the
we're,
way.
we're heading over there.
Awesome, thanks.
Vehicles are mid-water, just kind of following around.
It's one of those days, so I'm going to go on the back deck and help myself to a Dr. Pepper.
You've earned it, Ian.
Joy.
I am sorry. I've been trying to reduce the volume, but
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
sometimes
Turn it down.
you just have to have a Dr. P.
Yep. So are we hooking this up on the crane and bringing it on?
Yeah, it's light enough for crane only. And it's short enough for crane only too, which is nice.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, the height. Looking at all the screens.
What's all this action?
That's the USBL, Hercules USBL.
Ah, roger, yeah.
Let's see if those were raw pings or if they were Kalman filter pings. Those are
Oh, look at it bouncing around there.
Kalman filter pings. So the raw are the yellow pluses, the green. So again, the filter is going haywire with no raw points to influence it.
Okay.
Everything's upside down.
Have you contacted Sunderland about this?
I have. They want a file, which we've collected. So I'll send it to them.
Okay.
So I've turned off, so on Argus, I have the raw feed is what's in here. Yep. Hercules wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
You can see Argus is actually doing that, but I've given the raw feed in there. So
yeah,
I might have to do the raw feed for Hercules as well.
Argus in responder mode is deadly, isn't it?
Oh, it's
so good.
Pew, 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 pew.
Can you make that sound effect a little bit louder, please?
Hold on. Let me adjust my mic. Pew, 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 pew.
That's what Argus is like.
So I thought Argus was more like Bobby Argus from King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Bobby Argus.
So you've heard the legend of Bobby Argus.
Yeah. I silently giggled back here quite a bit.
But what do you know of Sodor of the deep?
Sodor.
Thank you, LZ. I do deserve a double amount of ice cream next Sunday for answering these questions.
They're on to our ice cream schedule. Whoever LZ is.
Yeah.
I didn't get any ice cream yesterday. I was too excited to come back up here. I just gave up on ice cream.
Same.
Worth it.
Yeah.
We are flying to the east.
I thought
with
these were
reckless
underwater
abandon.
vehicles. Are we getting the airborne?
We are. What do you call it? What does a submarine do? Do you call that flying?
A submarine or an ROV?
Submarine.
I think flying.
Yeah, I think it's flying.
Flying.
Navigating a 3D space, unconstrained.
Unconstrained. I think flying.
Cars are constrained to a road.
Because I just say flying, but I didn't know if there was like, you know, a better term. I guess I would have heard it, but at this stage.
Swimming.
Swimming, yeah.
So the Google answer is that the verb is flying for
Flying.
submarines.
Sorry, what was that boat in view? I don't know. I
What do you
can't
mean
see it.
up here?
We can't see it over there.
Can't see.
Can't
We
see it.
could put that on this little guy. I don't know what this thing's called in the
Yeah,
multi-viewer
put 'em
zone.
on one of them.
Could go in like launch recover mode.
No, I mean yeah, probably.
Oh, there it is. We're starting to see the boat.
We still got bubble. We still got
Yeah, it's all
everything. Yeah.
All there. Are they dragging the buoy behind them?
Likely.
We are
Seems like they're-
all just being taken for a ride here.
How's that doing? That's all right. Hey, Mike, has the Herc AC groundfall always been 8?
8.
9. It's 9 now, but that's totally a great number. It just doesn't ring a bell.
You have 8 on it right now?
8.5.
Oh, sorry, AC. 8.9, it was a minute ago when I logged it, I think.
Okay,
Unless I
7.5
did a
at
typo.
2 a.m.
8.5 a while ago,
Floats
7.5
in
at 2.
view right behind
It's all
the
the same.
ship.
Well, that
there.
is right there.
Right behind the ship. They're dragging it.
They're still
And
moving towards it too.
thank you to our video
I
engineer,
think they're-
Nova,
I mean, that's
for
moving
putting
towards
that on
it.
screen
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
I think, yeah,
Thanks,
it's like
Nova.
a drift. It's a little bit farther away in that view.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Get away from the wire, please.
Yes.
Just get it all wrapped around if you could. Make it secure.
Yeah. Send some voltage through that.
Yeah, we can recover with the winch.
And they are just dragging that thing.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. Got a big long line on it though.
Yeah.
I'm glad this one sank and floated. That was
At
that's a
the
good feature.
appropriate times.
Fantastic feature.
Are you driving or are you drifting?
I'm drifting.
Yeah.
I'm zipping and zooping ahead
Zip
a
and
little bit.
zoop. Yeah.
But
flying, as I have come to learn.
it's actually the zip zoop
Yeah.
is the action I'm
But
taking.
the benthic crawler, we would say that drives.
Yeah, totally.
Water tractor.
What do you call that? It's driving over hillsides and stuff, which is I'm calling two-dimensional, but it's really not two-dimensional because it has hills and stuff. But it's always constrained to that.
Yeah.
not a
Constrained
plane.
to the plane.
That's driving.
That's
But it's-
driving.
It's
to the
driving.
plane.
I'm talking the word to describe the terrain. It's not really planar because it's not totally
Well,
flat.
no, neither is when you drive around in a car.
Absolutely. So what is it? It's not two-dimensional versus three-dimensional. This is three-dimensional.
I don't know if there's a word for it. Like you consider it as planar. I
Yeah.
know what you're saying.
I think
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
constrained by gravity as one of your, like, if you're stuck to the
something.
plane
Yeah.
via gravity, then I would say driving.
And if you look like a,
Yeah, loud and clear, Mark. Copy.
if you're driving on the seafloor and you look like a tractor, you
Yeah.
are definitely a water tractor.
You're definitely a water tractor.
Mr. Plow.
I like being kept in the loop, but I don't, it's funny, I don't know if I need to be, but I think it's just comforting for them to call me.
Cozy.
It's cozy.
Yeah. And nice to meet you, Elsie.
Mike, how do you spell cozy?
Cozy?
Yeah.
C-O-Z-Y, I think.
Yeah.
Right? What else can you do with it?
S-Y. Canadians can do both.
Oh.
I think everyone else in the van, I know they'd answer, but
What's the ZZ thing? Is it Z Canadian?
yeah, it's American.
I
British
say,
is S and Canada's both.
I say Z.
Wait, ZZ?
Z versus
Yeah,
Z.
people say
Z
Z.
is
Z
UK.
is Z
UK,
is
right?
everywhere in the world but the States,
Really?
and Z
Oh,
is the States
I
only.
say Z. Been influenced.
American.
So
you just
Yeah, the theory I
American.
heard behind that was that when they were doing Sesame Street, the ABC song, Zed just didn't have that zinger like Z did.
Influenced a country.
One of the many reasons that America is different and great.
All right, this is fun operation to watch.
I'm
Ship
loving the
is
sound
holding
effects, though.
position here, it appears.
Stable?
Eh.
It's a word you could use for it. Might not be the word.
Yeah. I think they only just stopped moving, so it's
Right.
it's stabilizing.
Roger.
It's in the act of becoming stable.
Like putting a horse home. Making it stable. I don't know.
So for those watching, the gentleman in the bright orange jacket, that is Mark. He is in charge of our deck. Also one of those people that has lived life to the fullest.
So I expect after we recover that they're going to give the small boat a lee again. So we may do another little drifty bit.
They're going to do the what to the small boat?
I think that they might give the small boat a lee again to get back on the ship.
Yeah,
so
roger that.
We'll probably drift off again. But we still maintain deep terrain here for a while till we hit the other side.
Okay. Whee!
Looks like we'll be able to do a flyby of smoke and mirrors if we end up going back north, but depends on what our plans are for the rest of the dive as the wind comes up. Although
wind is not, wind is down.
It's down.
Oh, that's because we're moving. Wait, is this corrected for speed?
Both. That's all everything. So that has relative. So yeah.
Or the first two letters.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, now what have you done? Let me just do this
Trevor,
one.
Fix
Stop it, please. Oh, these. Oh, this is really good that the touch doesn't line up with where you.
Not meant to be touched.
1 hour. Is that what we want?
3.
Hey, just for anybody watching on shore, if you're watching on Ocean Networks Canada's feed, you'll
6
see
hours.
a blue screen. If you were watching on Nautilus Live.org, you'll see in the quad that we're recovering the mooring float, which is connected beneath to our tool basket. And our tool basket is how we deliver instruments up and down in the water column. Typically, we'll do it with an ROV that has heavy lift capability. Hercules and Argus doesn't have that capability, but they have other assets which are even more valuable for us for these operations. So this is a longer way for us to do it, to get our instruments down and then to recover the tool basket back to the surface. But at the same time, it does give us the ability to safely deploy these instruments, some of which are into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So our broadband seismometer that we deployed the other day at Cascadia, that's about a $350,000 piece of equipment when we put it all down there. So
Wow.
a little expensive, but again, if you're watching on Nautilus Live in the quad, you'll see Mark DeRoche, the
Copy.
Mark runs the deck for Ocean Exploration Trust. He's been doing it for years, and he's expert at what he does. So you'll soon see the tool basket coming out of the water. And precision, this went really well. Seas are picking up slowly. The weather's supposed to turn later today. We were forecasting it actually going to be turning right about now, but it looks like we're going to have a few more hours of dive time that we are not expecting to get. So we're going to do some more work on the bottom, set up some stuff for the when we return here after the weather gets better, to finish out operations with a lot more of the science work. We'll have the temperature probe on the sub ready to go, as well as gas tights, which is sampling.
Bonk.
Bonk. Oh, and don't dip, that's brand new paint there.
Bonk again.
Yeah.
Think they're going to get taglines maybe.
Yeah.
Right now he's lowering it to the water to diffuse the swing.
Yeah.
There's a sticky pokey.
Yeah.
Long sticky pokey.
Anti-bonkinator 4000.
This is yeah. This is where the happy clip. There's a name for it, but I won't call it. But there's a device that you can put a line on.
We have one of those.
Yeah. I just don't want to say what it is.
It's good for hooking.
Yeah, it's good for hooking things, and it's happy about it. So you actually put a line on the end. It's a really neat thing. It just double clicks, and then suddenly you've got a line attached right to an object to pull back. And that way you can get a tag line right onto something.
Oh, they're using it as a pusher.
And the anti-bonkinator.
Yeah.
Anti-bonkinator 4000.
That's a good word.
Oh, there he is. It's a spinner.
Yeah. And hooked.
There we go.
This is a lot lighter with nothing in it now. That's our tool basket. Almost back on board, which is great. Position-wise, where are we now? We're way down there.
We're yonder, yeah.
We are yonder wander.
So I think that, Ian, I don't know if you were on comms for this, but I believe that the ship will probably give the small boat a lee again to get back on.
Roger.
And then we'll
Yep.
then we'll be able to resume.
Oh, Vitaly wants to get back on board. Not sure who was on with Vitaly, but Vitaly is the first officer. Again, expert at boat handling. He's from the Ukraine.
He loves the small boat too. He's really
And
good
he
at
loves going out in it. Yeah, last year I went out with him on it. He proceeded to get me very wet.
Yeah, he's
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Somehow he was completely dry.
Yeah, no, he was. He was. It was kind of funny. And we sat, it was supposed to be a fairly quick operation, but it turned into a very long operation. I think I was in the boat for about an hour and a half, which when you're on the Nautilus and the Nautilus is moving around a little bit, you think, wow, it's not very rough out there. And then you get in that little boat, and they really do fly around out there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a lot like the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard loves to put their rescue boat in the water for us at pretty much any opportunity to
Well, it's
do
good
a
training
recovery.
too.
Absolutely, that's why.
Totally.
Because no matter what conditions we put the rescue boat in the water with, it's nothing compared to what, in a real emergency, some of the conditions that do exist. Oh, Mark's not got it. So, he's locked in with the sway limiter. So he's going to spin that float around, put it behind the crane, because that's where it was left before. We stow it back there. That's one of our recovery floats.
Small boat's coming on.
Yeah.
Seems like they'd want to wait till after the orange has landed, but anyway, they're not.
Nope.
Left hand, right hand. Sometimes they don't talk that well.
What was that?
Got
Duck,
it.
tuck, fist. No, I missed one.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know.
You know, you wouldn't know. It's Kim. What is it? Duck, tuck, fist.
Oh, Kim's thing. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a wrist exercise.
There's the fourth one. I can't remember.
Yeah, I forgot.
Ever use a rice bucket?
I mean, I've had rice in a bucket before. But
Put your there's like wrist exercises in the wrist bucket. It like strengthens your wrist and your forearm.
use just a bucket
Just
of
a
rice.
bucket of rice, and you have your hand in. There's some motions that you can do in there that'll strengthen the whole. Use it for climbing.
Katie, what was that question that you asked earlier?
The wind something?
Yeah.
The Wind Waker soundtrack.
Oh, yes. Yes. To answer that question, I definitely always have the Wind Waker soundtrack playing in my head while on board.
Is that a movie?
No, it's from a Legend of Zelda game, Wind Waker, and basically the entire premise is you're like sailing around this giant open ocean, doing Zelda things. So
Oh.
it's my all-time favorite video game. So, and the soundtrack is like just perfect for sailing on the ocean. So.
I love it. So Rennie and Trevor, Kim's daughter is on and says that you need to tuck and flex.
Flex. What was the flex?
That's
I
funny.
got the duck.
Kim's
I got the
daughter.
tuck. I got the fist. And what was the? Oh, was flex like this? Like the hands wide, like
Maybe.
high five
Makes
kind of mode.
sense, yeah.
So is that the hand exercises? Is that just for the ROV stuff, or is that adventure time?
Just for our.
It's ROV specific hand.
You can't
They're
do
actually
it.
proprietary.
Yeah,
So you shouldn't
patent
even be.
pending.
We shouldn't be talking about it.
I don't have a non-disclosure agreement. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's for I don't know keyboarding, mousing, whatever. I just learned it yesterday. I don't know anything about it, but
Cool.
ooh, where are we going? Oh, our is getting pulled
Go ahead,
up 'cause
bridge.
we're moving that way.
Excellent.
Flex, duck, tuck, fist. I don't know.
I don't know if you copied that or reestablishing heading. Yeah.
I got it.
So when we get to the new site underwater, what is our goals there?
Yeah, what,
Yeah.
what is our
We
next
all turn around
objective
and look at
there,
Ian.
Ian?
Where are we going?
Oh, sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I'm looking.
He's
trying to-
probably figuring out what the next objective
Well,
is.
I'm trying it. So one of the options would be to release the RAS PPS float
Okay, up by Grotto.
up by Grotto, which I'm concerned about, rising seas and asking the captain twice to put that boat in the water.
Roger.
It doesn't look that bad on the camera, but it's certainly we're dancing around, and as I said, it's supposed to get worse. And at 1 o'clock, he said, Captain Pavel said, probably about 1800, so we've got 5 hours.
Okay.
So in other words, we'd probably be recovering the vehicles in 3 hours.
So if we go down here, we could fly by smoke and mirrors and get over to that sediment trap?
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is, we'll come down, sediment trap, we'll come down, smoke and mirrors. We'll do a quick survey of smoke and mirrors because we actually did a really good up and down in 2018 with Nautilus, and we actually did one with Ropos as well that year. Same tower, same sort of set. So we've got some good data of what it looks like. So it'd be nice to go back and shoot another video there just to have as a comparison, I think.
Roger. Mike, I'm going to come around to starboard, take this turnout. So when you come around, we'll stay minus 5.5.
The team might like that. I'm assuming they're still putting the boat up. We're just going to let us know.
The boat, no, they let us know the boat is on deck. They're just reestablishing their heading, and then we're going to be able to call in some moves. Yeah.
Cool.
So close to now.
Standing by. Right. So smoke and mirrors. We'll do a quick survey. Look at there. Try to see if we can get Katie to contain herself.
Loving it. Just be aware, it probably won't happen.
Okay.
I'm super stoked, and I don't know whether this is like a legit science thing or not, but I'm truly appreciative of going to smoke and mirrors.
Copy. Thank you.
In fact, I've been kind of emailing everybody, telling them, tune in.
That's great.
Right, dive.
Right. So I think given the timing and the possibilities, what we'll do is we'll get the, sorry, I'll wait for Nav. The voodoo that you do? We're talking about the voodoo that you do?
Yeah.
Do what?
Hoodoo, the voodoo that you do.
Oh, that was from Bowie.
Yep.
Yeah, Labyrinth, the creepiest movie of all time, next to the movie of legend.
I'm going to do the thing right now.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we're going to head the ship towards smoke and mirrors.
Awesome.
Okay. So we're going, which maybe we'll approach from that side. So we'll go 300,
320.
320?
Here comes Hercules.
310.
Oh,
120 meters. 310. Bridge nav. We'll step 120 meters, bearing 310.
So we're going to be doing something I normally don't like to do.
310, yes.
Which is deviate from the dive plan. Because the dive plan
120, 310.
is all filled out. Not a lot left to do. There was some bars work that I had thought to do, but
what's my depth for this?
We didn't get the procedure before we dove, so
75, 2175 again. That's pretty conservative, I think, because that was the top of N tower.
So Kim's daughter also is voting that we go to smoke and mirrors and says
so
thank
that's
you.
About,
yeah.
We're okay. We'll be deep for this move, and then we'll kind of approach. So yeah, I think you should be fine at that. Just Argus will be safe distance, and you can approach smoke and mirrors. So
yeah, okay. So I'll come down 25 meters to 2175.
I'll stop death clutching this radio.
No more death.
Yeah.
I always do that.
So Trevor, you're planning on staying off the bottom or going down on the transit pack?
Going down.
Good.
We're going to be going kind of halfway down to meet it, and then as it comes up, we'll go down to it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a big ship move, so it's going to come in hot and heavy, so I don't want to be too low for that.
Gotcha. So hindsight, you guys missed it. That was one of the questions the other team asked me at whatever that was, 2 in the morning, about the temperature probe. It's on the vehicle, but it's not accessible.
Correct.
So hindsight, I probably should have said, yeah, take those extra 15, 20 minutes and let's dig it out. But I was asked, and it was not requested for this dive, so that's why we don't have the temperature probe. But we are getting temperature readings from it because it is on the vehicle. So here's the plan. We'll go head southwest, or excuse me, northwest. There we go. Northwest back, we'll stop at Smoke and Mirrors on the way, do a quick survey there. Just a quick video to compare to the one that we did in 2018. We'll circle over. We could pick up that sediment trap and just carry it, lift it and move it in closer to JB12 just so that it'll be easier. It's a rope release on it, so that'll just save us later on in another dive releasing it. We won't have to transit as far because we're kind of going to be going past it.
Yeah.
Is that Kalman?
And then we'll head right up to JB12.
It's Kalman.
Did we, and I don't think you guys know that. No, I don't know that.
I don't know that.
On the, no, it was the RAS PPS when we moved up the Tempo Mini platform, was that properly secured? I need to find that out. If it's up there, I just don't believe it was in final position / leveled out, etc. So I'll find that out momentarily. I'll just go down and ask. I think someone's still up. And then if it has, we'll fly the RAS PPS, the new one, up there. Get it all in position and plugged in, but not deployed because, again, we don't have the thermometer.
Okay, I'm at 2175. Think I should go deeper?
You could track the bottom if you wanted, like lightly.
I can't.
It'll be deep and then there'll be a cliff.
Love that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then following that, everybody, the last thing that I think we'll have time for is the bars that is at Grotto, which is reading temperatures around 100.
Wow.
We don't have what should be around 300. So says Steve, it is working, says Steve, but he indicates, and Marv, if you're listening, I'd love to hear your comment on this, that Steve wants us to recover it and prep for the new one. So again, with no thermometer, we will go through the exercise of slowly releasing the bars from its present location, disconnecting the instrument and moving it to a safe location, and then putting the new one there in position, but not actually installing it. So the installation will have to wait for the temperature probe and the gas tights. There are 3 gas tights down on the bottom at JB12, so technically we could do a couple of up to 3 gas tights.
What is a gas tight, if I can ask?
It's just sampling the
Okay,
the
just
water.
to sample the different water. Okay.
It's a sealed container basically, so it gets whatever we fill up inside there is secured all the way to the surface, so it doesn't get
Roger.
Gotcha.
impacted by other waters, contaminated. It's a pure sample, I guess that'd be, versus a contaminated
We
sample.
thinking 2 hours?
Okay.
I think we can.
Do you have that 45?
The 45 is in the vehicle, so
Just one or both of them?
I think there was one on the porch. Did that get removed?
No.
So we have 2 of them.
You have 2 on right
So
now.
we can come up like a bat out of heck.
Okay, that's good. So probably in about an hour and a half to recover, you think? Or
25, probably 25 meters a minute. Maybe budget 23, just in case. Reliably 23.
Hour and a half, yeah.
hour and a half, yeah.
That was showing like 5:30 to be on deck. Was that?
It was showing 6 would be the latest we would want to be on deck, but that's
right.
Being
Conservative. Josh actually said that to me, to be conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is we start to see gusts that will be non-conducive for a safe recovery.
I'm going to pop down and see if I can find someone before they go to sleep and ask them about the platform.
Copy.
I'll be right back.
So, yeah.
I'm super stoked. Thank you.
Liberal is the word I'm looking for. It's not easy being green.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, we're trucking over there.
Trucking. Is that what it's called? I thought it was flying.
Oh, it's flying.
I always get it mixed up. Trucking, roger.
Trucking.
Is purple, wait, blue is shallow, or blue is deeper.
Yeah, purple is even deeper.
Okay.
Red is tall.
But also red is super deep. Incredible.
Magenta is deep.
Deep purple.
Yeah.
Smoke underwater.
Yeah.
Come on, that was good.
You know what I can do? No, I don't have.
It's just like a steady rise up a couple of steps, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see if I can do the thing that I would like to do right now.
Look at this big mountain.
He is king of the mountain. King of the hill.
It's not what you want.
Look at that. Like what? He's just chilling out up there. He's waving to us now.
Would you mind doing my job for a moment while I do this other job?
Yeah, dude, that other job. I don't need you. I don't need you.
I don't need you.
I do, really, but
I don't need
it's fine.
you. Okay. What do I want? I want...
That is a weird shape.
It is, isn't it?
How did that get started? How? Like there, how?
It was not very stable.
No.
There we go.
It's Jenga-iness is pretty low.
I love the orange side
Yeah.
on the top there. Probably iron.
Yeah, I was wondering if that's iron.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That would be,
I think I got to go this way, actually.
I was like, that's a Steve question.
Because you're a little upslope of me, I think.
Yeah.
That's just a straight tower.
Straight up tower action. Coming to you live.
Live here at Nautilus Live, where everything is
Coral on the side.
live.
Look at that coral. Can you zoom in on that
What
coral,
are
please?
you doing up there, Coral? You should not be there.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot for coral. I don't know that I've seen coral around here before.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm flagging that for a video highlight.
Zoom in more, please.
Coming in.
Why is that coral on there?
Is that Paragorgia? I think. Cool.
We need Bastille. Where are you, Bastille?
All right, come wide, please.
I know your
Open
camera
wave.
moves.
Yeah, pretty predictable.
I appreciate that.
So is this, I know the answer, but this is one of the really, really tough places to navigate for an ROV pilot?
Yes and no. The first time maybe, but once you get to know the place a little bit, which I don't really, I'm still getting to know it. Once you get to know it, it helps out because you recognize features and you can find your way around because you say, oh, I've seen that thing before.
What?
I have a
So
couple
Trevor,
things.
where are we now? That if
We are-
you've seen that before.
We have not seen this before.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're facing west.
Yeah, we're heading northwest, but I just got on the upslope side of Argus is what I was doing here.
And I don't get us, where are we on this? We're way over
Yonder, yeah.
Yeah.
yonder. So these are extinct guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as we came in with our cable, so we could look for the cable. That'd be a helpful.
Yeah, we're heading towards smoke and mirrors right now.
Yeah.
That's our
Yeah.
MO at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So what you're gonna find, but this is interesting down here. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
I like
So
that
you'll
weird little
you'll
tower
hit
up
that
there.
wall. When you keep on going in this direction, you'll hit a wall. Well, not anymore. You're going south now. But yeah, no, you're going the right. You'll hit a wall, and you can follow that wall, and you'll get smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it's the plan.
On that deep sort of section of it.
So do we know that these are extinct because we're not seeing that much life on them?
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Holy moly, where are we
That's
now?
what you want. So we are approaching this part right here. This is smoke and mirrors. Is
Roger.
that spire right up there?
And we did Bastille on the pointy
And we
center
did.
bit.
This is N is over here.
Oh, N's there.
N
yeah.
is needle, right?
Yeah.
So, and needle
so this
shouldn't
drops
be
off pretty quick.
needle should be shorter than Bastille, right?
I can't go that way.
And do you know what that
unknown? We that N
do one
appeared
of
to be the
these.
tallest thing in the area.
really?
Yes.
Okay, that's
But-
interesting.
Okay.
Oh, I know why. So the AUV bathymetry guys figured needle was shorter than Bastille because it's hard to get the bathymetry.
Okay, Nova, zoom in, please. I'm going to get that white thing in, but you can zoom in just past it.
What is that white thing?
We'll find out in a sec. Good there.
Ooh.
3D map.
It's a coral.
Yeah, even with the
or something.
AUV, it's not that high.
That's
highly
coral
resolved.
again?
Must be. What else is it?
Yeah.
It's all
Coral with some
encrusting
sort of-
Coral on an extinct
That is-
hydrothermal
That
on a
is
hydrothermal vent.
What is that? Encrusting soft coral. Name I can't remember.
Wow.
It's not a compound tunicate, right?
No, I know. I
It's a different
believe
encrusting thing.
Oh
So
my god.
why the heck don't we have a temperature sensor? Jeez,
we
do.
have one. It's just not
I
set
know,
up to be.
I know.
poked.
I know all that. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm
So it's a
being
rhetorical
Thank you,
question.
come on.
rhetorical grumpiness question. We weren't supposed to be doing this, but now that we're doing it, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay, I'm off in the cabbage here, so I got to
Yeah.
mosey.
So do we know if
Cabbage
we?
eye. All right, I'm going to get out of my 3D thing. Do you need to?
You don't need that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't need that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to know about, though.
So it would be good to go to S&M because I don't know whether it has flanges or still has the regular. It used to have flanges and regular smokers. And
Yeah,
the
that's
big
the-
concern
that's the
is
game
the
plan.
upward. Well, we wanted to determine which way to bend our nozzles or snorkels or whatever you want to call the things on our gas tight. So when we go to sample these guys, they're properly aimed.
Yeah, Roger.
You can't really sample if it's downward. You can't sample a flange. You just unless you flip this ROV upside down.
Well, you could. Couldn't you flip? Couldn't
The
you
Tom
anticipate
thumbs.
that and have the thumb on the other side?
Well, no, you just bend the thing up, but you have
Well,
to know.
either way.
Yeah.
You're making a decision one way or the other to either put the
But-
thumb on one side or bend
Boy,
the nozzle up.
Well, the thing is, you'd have to then
That looks like somebody scooped it out.
recover the
That's
sub.
that's that encrusting soft coral again. Whose
Yeah,
name I
that
can't
white
remember.
one.
There, yeah.
It kind of crawls along in a band.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it at Monterey Bay. What's the one? Davidson Seamount. When we were in the octopus garden, we saw it at the
Cool.
peak of the
Ooh.
cone there.
Half zoom in, please.
So if,
Encrusting
Yeah,
octocoral,
good there.
I believe.
Oh, yeah, it does look like an octocoral.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a
so
little
is this
close.
common to see coral on extinct hydrothermal vents? Or do we know?
Don't know.
I'm not.
I'm going to leave that in the question mark column.
Beautiful. Okay, come wide, please.
Yeah. God, that's gorgeous.
Am I less off kilter now? So.
Argus is still swinging towards that last
Ship
bearing.
move is complete, eh?
Ship move is complete. I'd say Argus has another 30 meters to go or more.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything in sonar yet, so we could put another, I don't know, 20, 30 meter move in.
Yeah, I expect Argus to be about here.
Okay.
So I'll go a little bit closer, maybe.
Yeah. Or do you want to go up here? Or I don't know what
Let's go up there.
Okay.
Then we'll look at smoke and mirrors from this angle.
Roger, yeah, no cliff.
Okay.
Hi, ROV team.
Hello.
Hello.
Just came back from a very important meeting with Captain Pavel Chubar and expedition leader Josh Chernoff.
Okay, what's the story, Morning Glory?
Well, winds actually just dropped a little bit, but they are still anticipated to pick up. We were discussing the possibility of recovering the RAS PPS float that's on the bottom, and Captain Pavel said no.
Okay.
Roger.
Steve is back here depressed with that, but sorry, Steve. And of course, Cheryl Murdoch back.
Oh, we'll take
back
it home
at
with
UVic.
us. We'll probably
We're
have
going
to
to go
take it home
40
with us.
meters,
Yeah.
305. Well,
we'll get it. We'll get it on the next dive here, but that might be a few days away. So.
Oh, cool.
That one definitely has a high Jenga coefficient right there.
So back to
Gosh.
back to the planning then. What we'll be doing is we'll go to the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Do a quick there, and then we will have time. Then we'll pick up the sediment trap,
Can't go in there.
carry it a little bit closer to JB12, so we don't have to go back in this direction. And then we'll go up to Grotto. We're going to get the bars out of the way first. So the bars that is presently installed, we will uninstall it. We'll pack it up, stow it back down by JV12 in a nice safe location for recovery later. And then we will take the new bars, which is up on Grotto now. We'll move it into the same position where old bars was. We will not install it. We'll leave the wand attached to the pig.
Now.
Roger.
Yep.
And we'll get that all set up, though, so it can be powered up, but not actually installed. Sorry, Marv, that installation will take another week, meaning we'll be able to do it in about a week's time. And then we'll move the Tempo Mini platform that's on the top of Grotto into position, and then we will fly the new RAS PPS up in position, and somewhere in that timing also we'll pack up the old RAS PPS for transit. Now, Steve, that's my one question. Right now that there's the control sample and the other sample, can we bring the other sample for the RAS PPS back early, so it's not going to be the same day as the actual mooring comes up?
Look at all that.
Yeah,
Oh my
the
gosh.
top hat is not even on the. It's not even on over. So
Oh, it's not. It's disconnected completely.
It's off to one side.
cool.
Okay,
not-
so
not
the
even-
hose is gone.
No, the hose is just laying on its side. It's
Yeah, but
not
what I'm
over.
saying, the top hat. So
So we can get the sample whatever
the
we want to
sample.
get the sample.
Okay, so we'll get this top hat
We just
sample.
got to remember where it is.
Yeah, and then we'll put it in the
It's not-
BioBox and bring it back. So you'll have the top hat sample, but then we'll put the top hat on the RAS mooring for recovery. We'll mount it up so it's ready to go.
Oh,
It's got
some
a
little tube worms.
Right, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to get that ready to go. Ideally, releasing it if the
Lots of tube
wind
worms.
drops to nothing. But if a captain says no, that's no.
Yeah, Captain says no. That's safety of the staff, his people, our people, is paramount to all of us, of course, and then and the equipment as well. So we're concerned the seas will continue to pick up. But if you are upset about us not being able to recover it, Josh is right behind you right now, and you can blame it on him.
It's
some pillow
not
lava
that
here.
I'm upset, but I don't know what we're going to be able to do with it. We've got 5 days to work on it now, so or 3 days or whatever weather days we have, and we don't later on.
Yeah.
It's a real mess.
Look at this pillow lava.
Yeah, well, I think it'll clean up a lot
That's pillow
as
lava?
it flushes its way up to the surface.
Ooh. Do we need to have
I don't know.
lasers on for any of this?
I
Pretty
hope not.
chunky.
Okay.
There's a good sign of an overhang on
Yeah.
here. It's a good way to see it. You see it's like really lit up really close, and then it disappears to darkness. That's how you know it comes over the top of you.
Yeah.
Oh, on the right. Ooh, yeah, look at that one.
So
This makes me want to like go climb it. Like if this was on land.
Totally, yeah, scampering around
Some
these
rock,
things would be incredible.
yeah.
All right, so you're
Great
gonna
hiking
get
spot.
towards the top of that.
Yeah, Roger,
Wall.
it was a pretty short wall, eh?
Yeah, not so bad.
do what?
Thanks, Elsie.
Okay, and then now we're gonna start heading north.
Yeah, you
Correct.
will.
We'll set it up.
You will start to
We'll set it
look
up
for
up
smoke
top.
and mirrors north.
If we have to drop it down,
but
that's an
Argus
easy
is
lift.
gonna take
We
a
don't
bit
even
to
have to
drift
disconnect
towards
it to do that. It's
I can
just
stay on the edge of this little
All right,
wall
yeah.
thing.
There's a plan.
Just follow it along.
Following all our dives, we will also still deploy. We have 3 sediment traps on board that will try to get off the ship today as well. But those are all deck operations. So ROV team's not going to have to worry too much about that. But of course, Nav will, because we've got to navigate to where those are. We will not recover the sediment traps that are down, however, due to weather.
Okay.
So we'll further clear off our deck. The deck will almost look empty.
That's the dream, isn't it?
Well, other than we're at that point where it's net zero. Anything we take off, we have to bring something back on for now. So this basalt is really interesting to look at, how it's all formed
Yeah,
in there. Yeah?
it looks like
Bridge
somebody
now.
just took an axe and cut it off.
Some of it actually looks like
Full
wood.
position.
Yeah, it really does.
You want to start moving?
What's that?
You want to start moving north?
So you will be in reach of that once. So Argus is back here.
Oh, I
It
understand.
will be here. You'll be in reach of it. We're just waiting for it to come.
Roger.
I'm just trying to make sure that Argus doesn't get close to N Tower, which is
Okay, I understand.
seared in my memory to the fact that
Oh,
to the point where years later I remember that there was that marker that looked like 11.
a marker on it.
Steve, we had a question come in about ferromanganese crust, and if we would find any down here.
That's a great question.
Good question.
Yeah.
Love that question.
We find those around seamounts,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
around here.
Not around here?
There are lots of seamounts here in the Northeast Pacific.
So you should be approaching it.
Wow.
You can see stuff coming in the Argus.
Yeah, this is fairly new. That those things work by being there forever.
Here's your cable.
There's a cable.
If you
Like
know what I
what's
mean.
forever, like thousands of years?
No more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they just somehow
What's
they
next to the
decide
cable?
to
Let's mark
to-
it when we get there.
Yeah.
I don't even know how it works. Like they just gather up and have these little sort of nodules, but they're very old. So they're talking about mining them,
Mhm.
and basically it's totally non-renewable. Like the same sort of thing where you're not going to get them back.
Milk crate.
Huh.
Once you take them out, they're gone.
Milk
Because
crate,
it takes millions of years to have these things.
Do we know if they have any ecological importance besides they're just kind of sitting there as a rock kind of thing?
Well, I don't know if there's an ecological function for them, but the mining them is very.
Yeah, mining them is very toxic for the environment.
They work as a substrate for
So
a lot
smoke
of
and mirror should be
megafauna,
to your
benthic
right.
megafauna, so
Oh, okay.
they do have a very important ecological importance.
Do a quick science check. Make sure this is.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'll just keep an eye on Argus to make sure.
But
we don't see any.
it'll destroy this whole.
in here.
Oh, yeah,
environment
yeah.
completely.
Mining.
Can you zoom in, please?
What?
So for those at
Video,
home,
yeah,
underwater
looks like
mining is
Someone took
a huge up-and-coming thing right now.
Those $2 all the way on that, please.
All the
Got
way
some,
in.
got it all the way in. Yeah.
All right, coming in.
Got some
Oh.
carabiners. Got
Oh.
a couple gladii.
Hey, can we pick those up?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
We put them in front of the front porch. It's going to
Yeah.
run our viz, and
Oh,
that's fine. Okay,
for
come
now.
wide, please.
Coming in.
For now, yeah. Where are we? We're way out in the middle
It
of
says
nowhere still.
Gucci,
Right?
so we know it's name
must
brand.
must be coming. That's the case.
We should have smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors is right here.
nearby.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the nav and the current state of affairs that I can pick this up?
That should be smoke and mirrors.
That is that is the extension cable.
You happy with me to stop and pick it up?
Good to go. Sorry.
Nova, thank you for the bubble cam video.
What do you two got that?
You want to
We
trade seats?
are
Looks like it's
responsible
weighted
to
on
pick
the
up
bottom.
our waste, and
No,
that
I'm saying somebody
fell
said thank you.
off of Odysseus, I'm pretty sure.
Odysseus. Ooh.
That was on the porch of Odysseus. Our Gucci bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Odysseus, which is Pelagic Research Services, another ROV company we use, operated.
Bonk.
President, CEO is Ed Casano. Headquartered,
Okay,
where
give
is
you
Ed?
arm view.
In
What's
Wayne-
neat?
Weymouth, Massachusetts. But I think it's registered in California.
Located in Mississippi.
They're actually, the gear is now in upstate New York outside of Buffalo.
What was it?
Wow.
Buffalo.
We did have a viewer say that coral on extinct vents is pretty common. So thank you to that viewer.
I'm being selfish in grabbing these beaners. One, because they're the French ones, which are nice. And two, we might need one or two of them. Yeah. Yeah, the
You're
purse.
all the way in? I'm racked in, so you're clear for that.
Will Glatch just came in. He's very happy you guys found his purse.
Yeah, good. Give you one more
There's
bump
that
down.
monkey fist there that might be under it. That's kind of gonna make it rocky.
Almost everything on there is on zip ties that could pull off.
Yeah.
So in the worst case scenario, it's the beaners that I really want to get because we might need them for the RAS PPS.
We do have some on the porch anyway, but
Yeah. These would be good to get back. We'll see. It's not going to give us too much of an obstruction there, is it?
no, that's fine.
Looks fine.
No. Good.
Don't even know it's there.
Right, the Gucci bag.
Okay, still to smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, so that's our extension cable, the one that we will be replacing with the cable ship at the end of the month. Don't let it know because it might start to misbehave.
Are you good for a DVL reset?
Yeah, go ahead.
And we're looking at a 245
no,
now.
do not operate. Do not operate.
Oh, what?
Okay, good.
Sorry. Okay.
Chose a poor ping.
So we're somewhere around here.
Oh, Raj. I'm going to go to almost due north, correct?
Not too bad, actually.
It should be kind of behind
back
you-ish.
of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
follow the cable. That should be to...
Yeah, the cable will go right next to the base of smoke and mirrors,
Yeah.
Roger that.
heading north. But it does a little squirrely thing here.
Squirrely.
Yeah.
Squirrel. Here we got a IP.
There should be some weights right
Yeah.
about here, and that's JB10, so smoke and mirrors should be to your right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're missing
thank
it.
you.
You're missing it. Like, it should be right
I
there.
was
Those are
dodging the
Alvin weights.
squirrel.
Alvin weights, Alvin weights. Like keep rotating. I think you're already past it, or you're very close to being past it.
Oh, you're right there.
Right,
Just
keep going around, keep coming around. Right about there.
run right into it. Thanks.
Yeah, it looks like the base of...
Yep, there it is.
Great. Here we go.
We'll see how close we got Argus to it.
So we're heading east now, so we've sort of come around the backside from the south of Smoke and Mirrors. So it's not a very big chimney so far as
on this side, but if you go to the
diameter.
other side.
The recommendation is go to the other side.
No, what Steve is saying, it's bigger on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
It's round. So
Oh, look down in bubble cam. Even that's cool.
something's dropped off of there.
Crevasses.
Some sort of marker.
Yeah, is that a marker or one of our dust caps?
Do you need me to go look?
No.
Okay.
If it's one of our dust caps, it's been down there for a while. I think it's a marker. Yeah, that's a marker. It's been some falls off of here by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's like a single chimney that goes up. It's not a large diameter like you get with grotto.
Tether up there. Should be all
Yeah,
It's
right.
a little bit more like
Godzilla?
well, faulty towers.
port
No,
side still on?
Godzilla's a lot bigger than this.
Yeah.
But so this is the boring part.
Okay.
The
Can you
base.
shop down light, please?
Yeah.
And as we go up,
Thank you.
you'll get to see, and of course,
Of course I'm
Katie
heavier
will
now. We
get
just
to
picked
see the
something up.
mirrors.
Why are we heavier? Oh, yeah, because we
Oh.
picked up a thing.
A big flash there.
I think I'm going to put Argus a little bit more behind you.
Yeah, Roger.
So that will be
Holy moly, I went to the bathroom at the wrong time.
Oh, you just at the right time.
15 meters, 340.
No, you came
Okay.
back exactly at the right time. That's
That
all
is
that's happened.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's good.
Is this smoke and mirrors?
Bridge
This is
nav.
smoke and mirrors.
Anyone
So,
who's familiar with this
Oh
place,
my
tell me go
God.
left or right if you as I summit here.
yeah, the mirrors are more to the right.
Step 15 meters, bearing 340.
And there's
Thank
that
you.
And
purple sulfur bacteria. Ooh, that was hard. Purple.
and video, if Katie starts screaming really
Yeah,
loud,
you can mute
just
me.
mute her,
I'll
please.
mute her. Or I'll mute myself.
But you can't, it's not we can mute you, but you, there's the live, Katie.
I know.
Use your words, Steve. Use your words.
The live Katie can't be muted.
Yeah. Oh
There's
my
the-
gosh. This
you're
is so
immutable.
cool.
Use your inside
You're
voice
immutable.
there, Dave.
Yeah, sorry.
Use your inside voice. That's the
My apologies to
Can you
everybody's
tip down on
eardrum.
Argus, Susan?
No,
please?
it's
we,
catching.
we will
What was that?
Thank you.
we will never accuse you of being
Good.
similar to Shy Ronnie.
What?
That's for sure.
I don't know who that is, but he sounds amazing, or she.
Nothing.
Shy Ronnie. It's a Saturday Night Live reference.
Oh, okay.
With Rihanna, I think.
Oh. But look at that, all that purple sulfur bacteria. You got some
Kylie,
little
just so you know, I am
clammies,
punched in on Argus.
mussels.
What?
Some tubey tubes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's okay. You're very soft when
Yeah.
it comes in very soft whenever
Maybe.
you talk to me.
Nova's definitely the quietest.
Nice.
I think that's a straight lie. I definitely
So
do not think Nova's
there's
the
one.
quietest.
You just missed one of
Yeah,
the mirrors.
there we
Oh.
go. There's the
Oh,
shimmer.
that was that little shimmer
I see
underneath.
it.
the
Yeah.
mirror,
Yep.
yeah.
And if you come down a bit, you might be able to see it.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of
Wow.
other ones a little higher up, but
Okay.
while we're
Yeah,
here,
we'll
we
start
might as
Nova,
well
zoom in, please.
zoom
Coming
in
in.
on that. You'll see
You can
what
zoom in quite a ways.
So to everybody
Good
at home,
there,
this
yeah.
is smoke and mirrors. We're looking at one of the mirrors, or trying to. It is
I think
fresh water that's got